Hi, resentments can happen in a relationship, and over time, a resentment can make it so your partner makes your skin crawl. You don't want them to touch you. You can't stand being around them. Everything they say starts to irritate you. And oftentimes, this comes because someone is not pulling their weight. There is not an equal distribution of jobs within the home, or someone feels like they're totally being taken advantage of, which makes them feel disrespected, which in turn starts to turn you into their enemy. So here is a simple exercise that any couple can do. I really recommend you do this before you get married to see how it's going to go. Or if you are married, this is still a really good exercise for when resentments start to come. Hi, my name is Olivia. I'm passionate about helping you understand what relational trauma is so that we can prevent it, deal with it, move on from it, and get on with our lives. So today, everything we're going to talk about comes from my book, Do I? I will put the link in the description. It is available on Amazon. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that beeping, but that was bugging me. Okay, so back to resentments. So this happens when everyone's not doing their job, everyone is not pulling their weight. And over time, it can lead to a massive separation within the marriage or within the relationship. And it's because nobody likes feeling used, nobody likes feeling taken advantage of. And regardless if you think your partner wants that, in terms of like they want to do it, they want to do everything, or if it's that, well, they're not saying anything, so clearly it's not bugging them, you'll know because you can feel them pulling away from you and it doesn't feel good. So here's an exercise anyone can try. So this is going to come from around page 70 in the book, Do I? It's chapter 7, and part of it is talking about resolving issues and handling disagreements. So here is an exercise that you can try. So what you first want to do as a couple. So here's what happens in a lot of relationships that are struggling. You have one person doing everything. And so when we say, sit down as a couple, write out the list of everything in the house, inside and outside of the home, whatever type of home you live in, that needs to be done. So what happens is the person who's already doing everything, well, they get out their pen and paper and they make this giant list. And the other person's like really not interested. And a lot of times they don't want to see it because they know that they already know they're not pulling their weight. And now it's going to be put in their face, and now they're going to have to make a choice, and they can't pretend like they don't know what's going on because clearly we just made this list. So if you have a partner who's not willing to participate, that's a giant red flag. That means they probably know that they're taking advantage of you and they are not wanting to stop, and that's not okay. So this is where we would recommend marriage counseling, or that you go to counseling and learn how to set and hold boundaries, because it's not okay to constantly feel taken advantage of, even in a marriage. That's not good, and it doesn't lead to good things within your marriage. It can lead to divorce. So if you have a partner who's not willing, then understanding like, okay, this is a huge problem. If you're not even willing to sit down and do this exercise, or you try to punish me for asking you to do it, that is not a partnership. Everything needs to stop, and we need to address this. Not just keep going day after day, month after month, another year, because it's, again, not going to lead to good things. It needs to be interrupted and addressed. So even though you can't make your partner do it, you can get help for yourself. So the idea is both. Both sit down, whether you go to your living room, your bedroom, kitchen table, wherever it is you want to have a conversation. I like to do things outside that are heated. So if there's a chance that we could have a disagreement or it could escalate, let's just go sit at a park so we can take breaks when we need to. We can come back to it. We're mindful to behave because we're in public, and maybe that will help kind of mitigate some of the issues. So what you do is you write down a list of everything that needs to be done with the house, with the children, with the pets, with the cars, everything that it takes to run both of your lives. So make this big laundry list of everything that's required, and then circle who's already doing what. Because at first we need to see, these are the things that need to be done. These are either the things that no one's doing, and this is not helping our lives, this is not helping our marriage, or here's everything that one person is doing, and here is very little of what another person's doing. Or look, actually, we're both doing pretty much equal, and is there any chores or any jobs we want to swap? So it's a really good place to start. to write it down. So again, if it's just one person making the list, then the other one keeps getting to act like a child. They get to keep acting like you're doing something to them by bringing this list to punish them. And then they're going to have a defense response to you. So instead of that, it's we either sit down and do this together, or we're going to go to counseling, or I'm going to go to counseling, because this is not working. And again, some people would say, like, is that extreme? Is it extreme to say counseling just because we won't sit down and do the list? I would say it's an extreme situation you're in if you're both not willing to face what it takes to make your life work, because that's just not going to work. Life is not going to stop. These jobs are not going to do themselves. They're not going to stop. So yeah, if it keeps continuing on the path it's on, it's probably going to end in the ending of a marriage, or one person building such resentment that it's going to come out behaviorally in really destructive ways. So rather than going down that dysfunctional part, we could be more functional and say, this is an issue and we need help interrupting it, because I can't interrupt it for us. I can't interrupt you. You can't interrupt me. We need help to talk to someone to resolve this. So again, you make a list, everything that is required to fulfill your life inside, outside. That also includes cars, the grass if you have to cut it, watering if you have to water the lawn, feeding the pets, different things with the children, like if you have a bath night, who packs their lunch, who is doing homework, everything that it takes to run your lives. Make a list, circle who's doing what, and then see if it's really uneven. Then clearly, okay, we got to transfer some of this stuff, because one person is wearing themselves out and the other person is probably mostly taking care of themselves. That's not okay. So it would be, what can you take off of this list? What can I take? And also, some people don't mind doing the dishes, but they hate laundry. And some people don't mind doing laundry, but they just cannot stand to do the dishes. Well, then if I'm the one who doesn't mind doing dishes, but I hate laundry, and you don't mind laundry, let's swap. Like, okay, sweet, you do the laundry and I'm going to do the dishes. And it also really helps to have set days, because then everyone's on the same page. Remember, in a relationship, the more you can put on the table and the more clear the expectations are for both, the better you're communicating. So let's say that you say you're going to do laundry, and in my mind, I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I'm not sure, like, am I going to be able to wear this Thursday? Are you going to do the laundry by Wednesday? Or, it can't be this ambiguous thing, because it's just going to cause anxiety. So it's better to say, yeah, Saturday mornings, I will do laundry. So I'll get up Saturday morning, I'll do the laundry. Or I'll throw a load in every single day if there's enough to have a load of jeans or towels or colors or kitchen stuff, whatever it is, however it is anyone does laundry. So this way we're on the same page. So remember, the more you can communicate, the more you can outline and map out the dates, the better it is for everyone, and the smoother your marriage is going to go. And that's going to free you to set goals and to dream and to enjoy your lives together. But if we keep ignoring this issue of one person doing everything, it is going to lead to a very destructive path. It's not good. So again, you can find Do I on Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description. I'll also leave some other videos for you to go watch to learn more about relational trauma. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next one.